Did you hear how solid that door closed? That's some well-built Chevrolet product. That was the Chevy Traverse, right? Here's the Chevy Malibu. You hear how solid that is? The Chevy Impala, same thing. The Chevy Trax, nice solid sound, well-built, well-engineered. Now you may be asking yourself, why are you bringing this up? Well, for the last week, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. I haven't been creating much, but I've been watching. Basically because they had some sort of a YouTube media event where a whole bunch of YouTubers got to go check out the new C8 Corvette in Las Vegas, and the videos were super entertaining, and they taught me a lot about the car that I didn't even know yet. So I've been watching a lot of that. And I've also been watching other brands, you know, people who do YouTube content with other brand cars. And I gotta tell you, a lot of cars out there, they sound kind of tinny, but not the Chevrolets. Somebody in the comments asked me once, how do we get the cars in and out of the showroom? And it's through this opening right here. So the key is you want to use your mirrors, because this vehicle is pretty wide. When you use your mirrors, you can fit. Out is pretty easy because you have your mirrors. What's harder is when you got to pull it in, because you lose the ability to have the mirrors. The entrance has sort of like this upward incline, which kind of throws off the perception of your vision. But we're professional wheelmen here, so we get the job done. Yeah, you're looking good over here. Just stay straight. You're good. It's a tight fit. It's real tight. What time is it?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. All right, so it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. I had a customer come in right at 9 o'clock in the morning. That was the silver Traverse that we sold. The second sold sign I put in that white diamond, or what is it? Iridescent pearl. Iridescent pearl High Country. I didn't sell that particular High Country, but I sold the exact same truck. We just got to locate it and bring it in. So for video effect, I threw the sold sign in that one too. But so for our 2 Traverses, we got a lot of time left in the day. Hopefully I can sell another car, maybe 2. Who knows? We'll see. I tell you, these Traverses are hot. I just went back inside and I have another customer just walked in, fresh up, never met him before, that wants to look at a Traverse. He knows he wants to look at the LT leather, which is what this is. Now this one does have a premium package, so it has some extra equipment in it, which I don't know if he wants that yet, but we'll figure that out as we talk about the car and go over options and features and benefits and all that good stuff. Again, when you get in the car to test drive, lower your volume, make sure it's on a pretty generic station so there's nothing explicit or anything that you really shouldn't have on in front of a customer. I also tend to always window wash the windshield, get any dust and stuff off. Bring it up, get a copy of the license, put a plate on it, go for a ride, and get the conversation started. That gentleman just left. He was doing some shopping, and we get this a lot. You know, people are comparing multiple vehicles. They're looking at different brands. So this particular gentleman currently drives the Ford Explorer. He's already checked out the Ford Explorer. He said the new leases were kind of out of control, a little higher than what he felt was suitable, I guess you could say, for the vehicle, considering he's in one now. So it must have been a pretty big jump. He also looked at the GMC Acadia. Now the Acadia is like a a cousin to the Traverse, but it's a little bit of a smaller cousin. You know, it's not as big a vehicle. It's a tighter third row. It's just a 2-passenger third row. I actually did a video about the two of them, you know, the differences between the two to kind of point it out. So he kind of ruled that one out. He wanted to look at the Traverse, so he drove our truck. He likes it a lot. This particular one would have the features he would want, other than he would want a sunroof in it most likely. And now he's going to drive the Volkswagen Atlas. So we worked up a lease. We treat him real nice. He has a super easygoing experience, no pressure, no stress of the car buying experience. Make it as easy as possible, because he's going to go shop anyway. And you want to make sure he remembers that, you know what, that guy Dave over at Schumacher Chevy was super easy to deal with. I'm going to go back to him. And that's what we look for. That's the goal. That's the goal of every customer you're with. You should treat every customer the exact same way, no matter what. Even if you think you don't have a deal anymore, treat them the same way for that purpose. And you never know. A lot of times when you treat a customer that way and you follow that process and you go through it, at the end, you actually write a car deal. So this was my third visit or up for the day. I sold the first two. I did not sell this one. It is, I don't know what time it is. It's 2:22, so we still have till 6 o'clock. We got a lot of time left. So I'm going to go back inside and try to get in front of somebody else. It is 2:42, so 20 minutes later, we got a customer. They came in on a Suburban. I kind of lucked out with this one because it was an appointment that the BDC had made. They already had the truck pulled up. I saw someone walking towards it, so I jumped on it quick. Got the key, got involved, then we go for a ride, see what they think. We have no deal with this client that was looking at this Suburban, not yet anyway. So the trade value is what's holding it up. You know, our trade value was lower than what he's looking to get for the vehicle, sort of based on two things, Kelley Blue Book estimate and also what another dealer had told him. Now, we use your real-time auction values, especially when it's a Chevy product. So they're trading in a Chevy Tahoe. We actively buy Tahoes all the time. So we know what the market is on the vehicle, and we know where we can buy the vehicle. So when somebody's trying to trade something in that we regularly buy, we know exactly how much we should have to pay for it. So, you know, why pay more for a particular vehicle if you can go to the auction and get the same car for less? You know, so we paid up for it a little bit, you know, because we can sell it, we can certify it, and we obviously want to make the deal on our vehicle, but we were a few $1,000s apart, and with that, we just couldn't get there. So, you know, it's a conversation in the future. Maybe if they decide to sell the car privately, or if the dealership that gave them the higher number is willing to just buy the vehicle without them buying a vehicle in return, or them not having to trade the vehicle in, if they just outright buy it, you know, maybe at that point they'll come back and they'll just purchase this vehicle. Now, there is something called tax savings, right? So let's say you get $20,000 for a trade. In New Jersey, we pay 6.625% sales tax, which is $1,325. So if you're getting $20,000, it's really like you're getting $21,325. So as long as you sell it or get value higher than what your trade value plus your tax savings is, it's the same thing. Because if you went, let's say you sold your vehicle for $20,000 and you come in with $20,000 in cash, well, you're not getting a tax credit, which means you would have paid $1,325 more than you really should have. So all things to look at. You know, again, I like to be super transparent and just go over everything with my client and make sure they know the ins and outs of everything we're going over and we're discussing, so they can go home and figure that out with their family and eventually maybe make a decision to come back. So we'll see. In the meantime, it's been a pretty busy day for me. I had 4 customers come in. I sold 2 of them. I still have good follow-up with 1. And this last customer just came in. You know, listen, never know. Maybe we'll make a deal in the future. So we still have another 2 hours in the day. It's 4 o'clock. We have till 6. So listen, let's see if I can get in front of somebody else. Saw that? You saw that? One motion. After driving so many cars, you really do become a driving ace, and you can park pretty much anything anywhere. That's the movie Shooter, but it's in Spanish. A customer asked me what this little thing was on the key ring, and basically what we do is we put it in here to one of these lighted spots. It locks in place. But when you put the stock number in of what you need, it lights up the key. This way, when you have 300 keys, it's easy to find the one that you need. Solid, right? It's got a real solid sound. I mean, listen to this. This is solid.
This one's a little lower. This one's lower.
Deeper? Like lower? Deeper sounds a bigger car. They all sound good. Very solid feel. We are coming up on the final hour. Just hitting 5 o'clock. We're here till 6. Nobody really pulling in at the moment. It got pretty slow. Actually, looks like customers died down a lot at this point, which at this store, once you hit like 4:30, 5 o'clock, nothing too much else happens after that. You know, as far as new customers coming in anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's it. That's a wrap for Saturday. I actually did get another customer on a Tahoe. So we went over some options. We test drove one we had in stock. And they're gonna go over those options over the weekend, and then hopefully Monday they'll be back to put a deal together. We gave them trade values, everything they need. So it's just a matter of thinking about it over the weekend and letting me know on Monday. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, thumbs up are always appreciated, and I appreciate you watching. So have yourself a great weekend. See you on Monday.